humans to leaving humans to focus on what we do best, leading, creating, and solving complex problems. If your education or training, whether for yourself or your children, does not prioritize these higher order skills, you risk being left behind. The age of king is upon us, and it demands a new way of thinking and being. So fasten your seatbelts. The future belongs to those who dare to lead, create, and innovate. The age of king is not just coming, it's already here. Are you ready? By Jasper Okachukwu. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, this takes me back to what Madam Karen said earlier. Madam Karen, please, can you just talk about this? Because this is just you. This is just the picture of what you said and what Oga Iwundu said earlier. Can you just talk about this?
Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So once again, what I had said when you asked the question, if can we bring up that slide? Because we are not here.
All right.
Sorry to take you back.
No. It's part of it. It's a meeting. Yes, that's the slide here.
Yeah, so you asked this question and you presented this and you asked us, what do we think Africa can do? And I said, for me, I think it's innovation and creativity, because this is what Nigeria seems to be thriving, or Africa in general seems to be thriving in. We have a lot of innovation and creativity that is hitting the global market and creating a sort of shift. I referenced the food industry, the entertainment, our music industry has gone viral and it has actually taken over. I also talked about fashion, and there's a whole lot of other things. Even our style of housing, the way we decorate our homes is going into the global market and so on and so forth. Hair, it's a whole lot. So I think Africa would do very well in innovation and creativity. It's just that we need to find ways to channel it and perhaps regulate the market appropriately. So when the lady was reading and she talked about creativity, she mentioned creativity, and then I saw I think innovation. I was a bit surprised myself because it was just something I thought of like spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So that's the reality, and that's to tell that you are not the only one. I mean, you are not the only one that is quite is quite here, is here with us. And the earlier we embrace it, the better for us. But the only challenge we'll be facing as a people is there are very few that are seeing this reality. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Uche, thank you for the reading. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The only challenge we are facing is there are very, very few people who are thinking. If you mention all these industries that you've mentioned one after the other, there are very, 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 very few people that are thinking in those industries. The greater number of Africa are not thinking. And it's not just Africa alone. At the global level, the greater number of population are not thinking. They are all waiting for those routine, repetitive tasks. Then what they're interested is what they will just do and eat. And that's where the challenge is. This word may not be the best, but from what I'm seeing, it will naturally create a set of people who, I will use the word natural zombie or modern zombies, where they wait to be fed, wait to be clothed. I mean, these guys will live in good houses. They will live in good houses, drive good cars, wear good clothes, but will be fed and be controlled by the humanoid. Because they wouldn't want to tax themselves to think. You and I know that thinking is not just a job at snap of the finger. The leadership, like Jasper Okachukwu wrote, it doesn't just happen. Leadership, innovation, creativity requires deep thinking. That's the reality. So how do we move on? I gave up this. The real question is you asking yourself, where am I in this equation? Just look at this equation. Look at this equation critically. The 10% we discussed and the 0.01. Just look at it critically. Under the 10%, we have the 5%. Inside that, we have the 4%. Inside that, we have the 1%. And now, inside the 1%, we now have the 0.01%. So, in reality, the 1% there should be what? It should be 0.9%. That's it. And from what we just done, the wealth of 0.01% have kept growing because of what? They are in charge. So my question is, how do we move from the 90% to the what? 5%, 4%, 0.9%, and 0.01%? Think about it. Under the 90%, we'll have the 50. I mean, the 50% is nowhere to be. I mean, those ones are nowhere to be found. Nobody knows about them. I mean, nobody knows about them. No, not at all. They are the poor of the poor of the poor. And this is where most people operate. Some say they are from hand to mouth. I mean, even these days, they don't even see again. They don't even see again in the hand, let alone to the mouth. You have the 20%. In fact, between the 20 and the 5%, these are the ones I would say that are from hand to mouth. They do not have the 5% who seems to live comfortably, which we'll call the average, who seems to provide at least basic needs of life. And we think about it. But still, they are part of the 90% because their decisions, they are not innovative. They are waiting for other people to think out things for them. And funny enough, these things do not require rocket science. Sir and ma, we can make the needed changes within ourselves. If you listen to what Madam Karen said, clothing industry alone, music industry alone, the film industry alone, just think about it. The decoration, house decoration alone. So you're not waiting for somebody to say, okay, I put up a decree for you today and put the Senate to. No, you don't need Senate to sign for you to sign. You don't need Senate. You don't need the president at the global level. No. What you need is to be creative, and the president and the Senate will call for you. And let me be sincere with you. Those guys, as disorganized as we are, that's reality. They are also looking for solutions. They're also looking for a way, the way out. So don't think that they over there, elected or selected at the global level, that they have it all. No, they don't. They don't. So you can still walk your way from the bottom of 50% in the 90% and move and walk your way through to 0.01%. It's very, very possible. It's very possible. Just understand your area of strength. And that's what brings me to this. The future is for the 10%. You can walk your way through. You can walk your way through. You can walk your way through. That's simple reality. And how can I walk my way through? It's all about sitting down to learn. Sit down, learn. Thinking is learning. Find out the area you have capacity and improve yourself in that. Just lock one area. That's all. You don't need to be everywhere. Just lock one area that you have the capacity. If it's the music industry, if it's the fashion industry, just lock whatever area you have the capacity, just lock it, just lock it, just lock it. Give it 5 years, deep processing, deep thinking, deep investigation, deep thoughts, deep everything. Just focus on it. You will see yourself move from the first stage to the second stage, the third stage, to the automated stage, and move yourself to the integrated stage. That is where I want to see you, not the automation. The automatic stage is where humanoid will operate more. And I don't want you and humanoid to start fighting. Let me use, you're into clothing, you sew clothes. You have a factory where you have thousands of humanoid working for you. But your job is to have human beings who are at the integrated state, the humans who are at the integrated state, who can think of designs, who will wake up and come up with creative design that nobody has ever thought of before, and place it and give it to the humanoid. Humanoid will mass produce it based on the number of people you want it to get to. That is how it should be. Now, if you look at the color of these top two, they look alike. It's at this point where you create, you give humanoid you mass produce, and this other side, the white ones will wear it for you. They will dress well. Like she also mentioned the area of housing. I mean, all this. Ogonyeka mentioned the area of management. Yes, and that is where management comes in. Creativity, innovation, management. And that's exactly what is going on as we speak. The 1%, the 10%, the 5% out of them, the 4%, the 0.9%, the 0.01%, they are simply using us. They are simply using the other people by creating these things, making it automated, and then push it down to the rest. And I said, you can become part of this, integrated, the part of this 10%. By simply being creative and innovative in that your little space. Please don't be part of the typical learning. No. Move to the part of what? Simulation powered learning. Under simulation, move to the power where it has become part of your skill set. Ability to do what? Create out of nothing. It's only the automated, the robots, the AIs that can do things without thinking. You are more than robots. If you come to the point of I can do things without thinking, you're simply operating like a humanoid. You're operating at the capacity of humanoid. Grow beyond that. I know in our environment, when we see people who can do things without thinking, at the reflection, they just do it. They've so much mastered it. Very good. And we see them as smart people. Kudos to them. But we can do more than that. We can do more than that. We can do more than that. We can. We can. I will stop at those points. I will stop at those points. And because we are meant to, the class is meant to run for 15 minutes, then we'll have 10 minutes of discussion, or 40 minutes, we'll have 20 minutes of discussion. It's not meant to be just one side alone. So please, I will need us to, let's discuss. I just need, what are your inputs? What are those, your creative inputs? Madam Karen has given us a lot already. Ogonyeka, you came in. IJ came in. Please, I need more of those creative inputs from the little we've done so that we can wrap it up. It's almost about 8 minutes to 6. So by next week, Monday, we'll continue. There's a whole lot to learn. Remember, this is the code. We're looking at the era of humanoid dominating, and we're looking at the code. The code is how do we respond to it? So there are a number of codes, about 24 of them I've listed, and we'll start breaking it down, irrespective of your level. How do I come? How do I improve myself so I can move from the I don't know what I don't know, to the point of where it becomes part of your skill, part of who you are, and you can live beyond the humanoid, beyond you come into the area where you can think, the area where you can make things happen, and all that. So, and if you've missed this class, please listen to this, discussion, especially those areas, that those contributions and the word that will still come. Please, I want to hear from us. I want to hear from us what our takes, what do we, just talk, let's discuss it. I want to hear from us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, what are your takes? What are your areas of contribution? What do you think, we should do based on what we've done so far, we've discussed so far? What are your takes? I need those takes. I will need those takes. And after that, remember, today is Monday. What will you do this week to move yourself from the irregular learning to the area of simulation, the area of where you can do things without thinking, then move to the way where it now becomes part of you to do things that are innovative, creative, and where you start be the one feeding the humanoid. Please, can we just look at it from that point? From the little you've learned, what will you do this week, differently this week, to move you to the point where you become part of the 10%? Please. Can we have those contributions, please? Can I have your contributions? We have very few minutes to do this, so we can hit back to our desk and make sure the week is more productive than ever. Contributions, please.
Okay.
Everyone. Okay. Let's start from Iwundu. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning. My take on this is the area the world is going at this time. It needs someone to sit up and then do serious critical thinking, and then serious improvement on your personality. Because if you don't improve on your personality and the skills and what you know, you find out that time will come, you become obsolete, and then you won't be in tune with what is happening in the present time. So my take on this is somebody need to improve himself personally, being effective in whatever you do, coming up to be the best. Because if humanoids are now about to engage in what we do as a person, so for you to do more better than humanoids, you need to improve more on your personality and then be vast in thinking, being ready to solve some problems that humanoids cannot attend to, because it's human beings that created the humanoids, so we need to be ahead of them, especially in our thinking capacity.
Wow. I
That's
love
my
that.
take on that.
I love that. Thank you so much. That's a powerful one. Okay. Followed by Collins. Collins, are you ready? Sir Collins, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Class this one.
You're welcome.
I joined quietly just a few minutes ago. I just saw the post on Facebook now. I really want to appreciate you for the few minutes, about 5 minutes I've been on. You've been spurring us to be better at our workplace, to be more creative, to tackle things way ahead of time, because a whole lot of systems are being created, and before you know it, I tell you, the normal people sitting down in the office from 9 to 5, will be swept under the carpet. But I still feel that there is a whole lot of space for us to improve ourselves. By the way, it's people, it's humans that develop every single one of those, humanoids. So we still have space, to develop ourselves, to improve ourselves. I want to thank you majorly in this one, and I promise to be on time on Monday next week. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir.
You're welcome. There is space. I love that. There is space. They are not taking over our job. There is space. Beautiful. Okay. Madam Karen, you're the next.
Yes, sir.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Yes, ma'am.
So for me, I think it's important that we stay abreast or, if possible, ahead of the times. A lot is being taken over by AI, and now you've mentioned the humanoids. We need to keep ourselves up to date with the best practices. AI is taking over every field, be it farming, procurement, human resources, engineering, whatever you want to think of, AI is already there. The only thing that maybe I haven't really looked at is what AI in relation to food, but AI is taking over everywhere, and it's important that we keep ourselves abreast. Somebody said the two speakers said it's human beings who created humanoids, but we must bring ourselves to a level where we can engage, with humanoids should the time come. Um, and it's also important that we keep ourselves continuously, we don't stay static. Jobs are going to be taken over, whether we like it or not, by technology, whether we like it or not. I work in an international organization, and we're currently going through a funding crisis. And they've told us, they've made an announcement that we're going to have a global cut of 500 staff. Some organizations have lost 4,000 staff. One of my colleagues the other day was telling me in Nigeria alone, they've lost over 400 staff. So what is going to replace these people is technology. They will start to streamline jobs. They will start to merge roles and introduce a lot of technology that would take over these roles. Another thing that I would like to say is, even though technology, like the AI of this world now is, or the Internet of Things as they call it, is there, we shouldn't lose the human touch. A lot of people now are relying on these things a bit too much, and in such cases, you find that we're losing our originality. So we should maintain our originality while also relying on these things. Now people don't know how to write documents anymore. If you ask somebody, write me a document, they go to AI, and in 5 minutes they've given you something. You look at it as good delivery, but if you ask them to write on their own, they can't. So we must stay in tune and in touch with the reality while relying on technology. Technology is simply there to enhance the way we work. It's all about working smarter and not harder. But then again, let's not lose the core essence of humans, which is, that original and authentic touch that we bring to everything we do. It's just the same thing as I said. I think I like fashion a bit too much, even if it's fashion that we're using machines for. We should still bring that originality to it. Let there still be that human touch. That's why, if you notice, in mass production, there are a lot of defects because the machine is not quite perfect. But if it's handmade, if you can't compare mass-produced items to
handmade.
what is it called? Handmade, but there's a name for it, like tailor-made. I forgot what it's called. Yes, when it's specifically made for you, bespoke fashion, for instance. You cannot compare mass-produced to bespoke. So we should still, while we rely on technology, let us not lose our essence and that originality by keeping ourselves abreast, networking, getting online. We have devices, many of us, but how many of us truly maximize or optimize the functionality of it? I'll end by saying, something that I recently came across, which I didn't even know about. I did a course recently, and somebody mentioned that you can use something, I can't remember what it's called, Gamma AI, for to create your PowerPoint slides. And I had never heard of it. So, we were doing a group exercise, and then in like 5 minutes, she had produced our slides for our presentation. And I was shocked. So a week or so after, I got a call to do a presentation somewhere, and it was for the next day. So I had 24 hours. Normally, I would have hopped on PowerPoint, and started struggling till I got my slides right. But I just put in the text. In like 5 minutes, my presentation was ready with images. So it's all about us keeping ourselves, educated and practicing what we're learning also, and continuously having sessions like this to rub minds and network and grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone that have contributed. Everyone that contributed. Wow. Wow. We are already past 6, and I don't intend to keep us past 6, please. We will stop here.
Just for me to say thank you. Just for me to say thank you for the initiative, and I'm here.
Thank you,
Reverend Dr. JP. So I appreciate you. I appreciate every contributor. I appreciate everybody that has attended this program, and I wish we'll continue. I'm learning a lot from the last speaker. I mean, she sounds like a professor of international affairs.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. She's really a professor. We need to hear her.
International repute, and international affairs. So we're having people learn to live. So I'm glad to be associated with this institution. God bless everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. JP. All right. So we'll call it a day. We meet again, same time next week, Monday, 5 a.m. Nigerian time, 1 hour of insight, 1 hour of insight. For LLBS alumni, please get ready. It's our home. We will change the globe. Please get ready for this. We have a whole lot to do. The world is yearning for us, and it's time to start acting and speaking and getting things done globally. Thank you, everyone. I'm signing out. See you again, 5 a.m. Monday morning next week, Nigerian time. Have a productive week ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Nelson.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say something quickly. I'm not a Monday morning person. So Monday mornings are my worst days, like my worst time of the day. So this is indeed going to help me start my day on the right foot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love this. Thank you. You're welcome, ma'am.